All right, welcome back. And we had a ship go critical. I had to repair like everything over here because we just did not have enough hydrogen coming through. So we need to make one more of these to make up for that. And I ran a pipe from here down to here to help with the flow of hydrogen getting down to there. The second one almost went critical because we just weren't getting enough through here. I'm not really sure why. I need to check on that. I think it's time for us to do a major overhaul of this end of the base to start with, because this is a utter mess. I think one thing we're going to do is put in a tank at each one of these. That way they can hold plenty outside of the depot itself. But I'm hoping that 500 is going to be, yeah, 500 is enough that'll take care of filling this one. And then we can deal with that upgrade changeover thing later. I may end up doing a stream. Again, it'll be, you know, late at night. So look for that, you know, sometime soon. As soon as this gets done, we will have the mission complete. And we'll be able to go to mission 9. Because this was the end, which hopefully that means it's time for us to actually go do something over at the other place. So the tug should be coming to move him, but I'll do it myself. As you can see, I did that one myself. All right, so complete. And holy crap, that was loud.
We have good news and bad news, Commander. The expedition to the most distant asteroid belt was a success, and this location has been added to your system view for immediate expansion.
Okay, what's bad news?
However, we have lost all contact with the ships sent to the lava planet Cerberus, and we fear that they have all been destroyed by an unknown hostile force. The energy readings coming from this location cannot be ignored, however, so we will have to mount another mission to this location in the future. More objectives are available from the...
Okay. So apparently we sent stuff here and it didn't go well. But what we were sending was to here. And this is where our new hub is going to be. Enemy strength is pretty nasty. Sunlight power is a little lower, but we're not really worried about sunlight power. It has carbon. There's no gold there. I didn't notice that when we did this. There is gold there. Okay. So we can get more gold there. So it's got tungsten, titanium, silicon, and carbon. So basically just the base stuff over there. So we need nanotubing, frames. Okay, so that's all stuff we can easily get our hands on. So let's go on over here and we'll set up our new hub here. So this is another asteroid belt. You guys are right here. Oh, it is shooting them. I was wondering if it was shooting them. Alright, so we've got a whole new asteroid belt to go through. So we'll have all new... Yeah, they were right about the frickin' enemy strength. These things are everywhere. I can't move 5 feet without running into something. I'm not sure feet work here, but we really don't need that stuff, so I'm not worried about that. So now mission 9. Basic ammunition production. So we need to turn in nitrox, which we have tons of. That's going to give us an ammo depot, an ammo factory, warheads, and light missile ammo. So let's get that done.
You have now unlocked the ammo factory and ammo depot. Ship ammo is produced in the ammo factory and loaded into a ship from the ammo depot. As with fuel depots, you can link a module to an ammo depot, and nearby tugs will automatically transport ships between them.
Okay, so I'm assuming that means that we're going to be going to the lava planet somewhere down here. Next, there's our new ships, which are going to be stronger apparently. That's a medium class, and that's a small class. That's a planetary defense fighter, which needs missile ammo, and that is a light missile frigate that also needs missile ammo. Alright, and let's go ahead and do that. And I'm assuming, let's see, production ammo factory needs advanced plating, heavy frames, composite, and computers, the supercomputers. So we're definitely going to need more of the more of these, because we don't have a whole lot of those as it is. But I think since we know this place has a lot of resources that we're going to end up needing, and the other place is a little more rough and tumble, I think we're going to go ahead and start setting up a base over here. Oh, it's an ice storm that comes in. Is that what's damaging stuff? Because if that's what's damaging stuff, I can't protect from that. Hey, yeah, get in there. Alright, so I think I'm going to do a little bit exploring around here, see what kind of nodes we can find. Where is that ice storm at? I want to see this. Ice storm, and it's centrally located around here. So is this damaging anything, or it does say one node is damaged. which is this. But I'm wondering if this is just like the particle storm. Because if that's the case, then it just means that solar doesn't work here. I don't think that's what's doing the damage. And you are an ice node. You are an ice node. We don't need ice at the moment, though ice will help with making hydrogen. But I'm still not sure that we need it with all those cloud miners. That's gold. That's definitely useful. We need that for computers. That's a whole lot of badness over there. Just gonna keep picking this stuff up. Try not banging it off of everything. Alright, so I'm gonna go through and start cleaning up around here. Wait a minute, why does it say there's an issue here? 3 modules are disabled. Do we have another strike come in over here? Apparently I am just terrible at, hey, I upgraded things. Apparently I didn't upgrade nothing. Because that one only has 2. We're gonna have to put more in there. But anyways, I'm gonna head back over here, not here, here, and start scouting this area out, and then we can start looking at the ammo factory. See you in a minute. Alright, I didn't get the whole map done yet, but I got most of it done. And we've got water, titanium, water, gold, and silica so far. The only thing we don't have is carbon. Hopefully that's over here. But I have found 3 more of these. Problem is, unless I dropped it, there it is. See, I dropped a whole bunch of my stuff off in here because, well, just been collecting a bunch of junk. Okay, so we need to make an analyzer. I don't want to put it off of that, which by the way is completely full. I need to start using it. But we have 3 artifacts we can park over here and start analyzing. And as you can see, this is a really small map compared to the other ones. And I need to get a small tank to open that one. I literally just didn't see those pods. Ice Comet, that's what's coming through and kicking my ass. Whoa. That's a big boy. Okay, so that's why we can't keep them off with just that one that we have. Alright, well, that makes sense. So we're going to have to do some major change to our mining setups for this place. If we're going to have comets coming through. By the way, these armadillo guys are funny because they will run when they start getting attacked. If they get a chance, which typically they don't get a chance. Occasionally they do, but not typically. I still haven't gotten one of them little fuel pods, so I'll have to go back and get one. Yeah, it's one of the water ones. Thought we were supposed to have carbon here, but still haven't found that yet. Yeah, you're the one that needs the small one, so is that carbon? That's carbon. Alright, so now we have our carbon. So I think what we're going to do here, since this is such a small area, is we're probably going to set up the miners here and just send everything back to Asteroid Belt 1. I don't know that there's a reason I want to set production up here or anything major like that. We're going to have to set up some refineries to make hydrogen. And unless we do all solar panels here, because we got to set up a wormhole. So we need to go get some nanoplating to do that. Because this is not enough, I don't believe. Oh, it is enough. Okay. So we can go ahead and set this up here, which is going to be, I'm assuming, way too much for the power that we have, because this place does not make much power. How much power does this thing take? Yeah, usage is 45, max is 45. And the hub itself produces 50. And that doesn't say what it actually takes. So let's start with just some basic solar panels. And we'll probably take most of these, if not all of these, out of here. But we're going to need this for the refineries. Unless we send a power over, or hydrogen over. But I don't know why we would want to do that. I'm still not 100% sure why we want all this water. I'm kind of confused about that, but the main thing we're going to be pulling from here is the resources that aren't water. But we can use the water to make hydrogen. We just need to set up some refineries, and then we can set up some reactors over here. But let's jump back to 1. And I really probably should not put it off at this end. I should probably put it off over here at this end. How are we doing power-wise here? Not bad. Okay, so transport wormhole, we need nano. And I think I want to build that out one more, just to make sure we have room to connect everything up here. So now we want to connect this one to that one. So now we have a station set up there. And we're going to need some more power here. Like I said, I want to work on this station. But then that means that we can send all of our resources over. The only problem is the max flow rate of this thing is 300. So we're probably going to want to send... I'm wondering if it's... That's max out. That's flow rate. Sorry, 360. Maximum number of items per minute it can send through its connectors to linked modules. So is that 360 a minute total? Or is that 360 a minute? Well, no, that wouldn't matter for the number things are only for fluids. That has nothing to do with items. So yeah, that's just a maximum. Ew, that's not much. We may have to set up multiple wormholes depending on how much we're sending over here. Also, I guess we could look like titanium is 1 for 1. Silica is 1 for 3 if it's used for compound. It's 1 for 1 for glass fiber. So we could set up like making frames over there. And those are 3 for 2. Just thinking the more stuff we set up, the more complex stuff we set up, the less we're going to need to send over. Because we're going to get 300 pretty quick. How much does a miner... Let's go look. Output item. So this is making 123 a minute because that's what it's sending. So that means that 3 miners over on the other side is going to fill this up. And we have, if we don't count the water ice, we have titanium, carbon, gold, silica. So that's 4 things. So we wouldn't be able to send them all over. But I don't know that we need all of them. The main thing we need is the gold for computers and probably the titanium. Do we still have... that's carbon. Yeah, we've taken all the titanium from this map. And we also have the new map that we just got, but that new one is more deadly. this one. So, and it looks mighty small as well. Let's go ahead and do a little exploring around over here and see what kind of stuff we have available. It's another fuel tank I gotta go get. Yeah, this is a really small one. This might even be smaller than the one we just explored. Alright, so give me a minute. I'm gonna explore this place out, see what we have over here. And I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so this place has some of these. Don't know if there's gonna be anything worthwhile here, but yeah, nothing major. I have to come back for the warhead because, as per usual, my butt is full when I'm out here searching. And I can't believe that one needs carbon nanotubes. We haven't carried those around other than when we needed to do those repairs over there for quite a while. And we've already gotten one artifact over here. What do we got here? More carbon nanotubes. We haven't got a whole lot of nodes, a lot of fighting though. We've gotten carbon and titanium so far, but I haven't done that far around the map. But like I said, it's a really small map. I'm getting tons of warheads over here. Yeah, we've got that stuff. And there's our other artifacts. So that's 2 so far. So I guess that means we need to set up a artifact thing here, which we do have enough to do. Don't know how that's going to be on power. It's only taking 25. We just gotta make sure none of these guys come back and try to attack us. They just blow up their own base. Pretty sure he just blew up his own base. Oh, you missed one. Here, let me help. There you go. Got it. Didn't want him to feel bad. Freaking warheads everywhere. And another artifact. And see, we were just through there. I'm pretty sure these guys just, like, respawn pretty quick around here. I think that's part of the, enemy strength of this area is how quickly these guys come back. And I don't think on the main map they really do, but I'm pretty sure this one and the one we just got done at. They definitely do. Alright, so we got a little bit of area over here, but I'm assuming there will be, yeah, nothing in that. And see, we were just here, so I know this guy had to have respawned. Dude, everything I have to pick up around here is just warheads. Warheads after warhead. That's something that we didn't have in Gladialis, is those purple storm things. And I still haven't gotten any of those small tanks. So I'm gonna have to pick up a couple of those. There's just another, that's a titanium node there. There's another one. That looks like silica. No, that's tungsten. Not that we really need tungsten. I'm assuming we're going to need more tungsten, but as of right now, we don't really need a lot of it. That guy just got shit on quick. Alright, so I think, other than doing a little bit more exploring to finish up this area here, I think we are pretty much done. I was gonna do the ammo thing, but we've had a couple rather long episodes, and I need to think about exactly how I want to do the material stuff from the well, from this one and the other one, because this one doesn't have anything new. That needs tungsten carbide. Ooh, we haven't got that yet. That's gonna be new. I do want to at least make one of those ammo factories before I completely figure out, because I need to know, like, what does it take to make these things. I'm assuming we're going to need the nitrox, which is why we're making nitrox that we, well, technically aren't using. So I'm wondering if maybe we should set up the ammo making place there, and then we just send the finished product over to the main base, because we make plenty of power over there because we have those cyclone things. Holy crap, all the meteors. You're still not done. Hit the stupid thing. Come on, give me power. There we go. I don't have any defense set up here yet. I probably should at least set up one. One little one. Give it some support over here. Alright, so let's go back to one real quick. And let's look at... We need production, ammo factory, wormhole. Just grab a bunch of both of those. Okay, so that's everything but the supercomputer. And we have supercomputers made here. Still not 100% sure what we use those arrow wings for. Been picking them up left and right, but haven't used them yet. Alright, so let's look at this ammo factory real quick. I'll just throw it out here for the moment. Alright, so warheads, nitrox, and bounding. And then the missiles is going to take warheads. Okay, nothing major. So then we'll probably go ahead and make this here. And we'll send the warheads over. Well, maybe not. We can just send the nitrox over here. We have plenty of silica here. We have more of that bounding stuff than we really even need. So yeah, we'll just set it up over here, as we don't have silica over there on that other side. All right, so let me do a little bit of thinking about exactly how I want to deal with this. And we should have most of what we need for this done, except for the light missile ammo. And in the next one, we'll start producing that. But I think we're going to have a stream before that for me to redo all of this and then maybe work a little bit on what I'm going to do with the resources over here and the ones that are going to be coming in from the new place, and possibly just setting up everything here. If so, as always, I'll put the stream over here for you guys to see, and it'll be a 0.5, and then I'll explain in the next video exactly what I did. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed me messing around, and I'll see you next time.